Today is July 16th. It's currently about 7:30 p.m. I don't need to be this big. There you go. It's currently about 7:30, and I've been looking at this stock that was fluctuating today, and it was actually going up. And I'm gonna make an attempt to purchase it tomorrow. Um, Today, if you look at my brokerage account with Robinhood, this is beginner investing using Robinhood. So I'm showing people how to make simple purchases, to make simple plans, and executing and try to keep those plans as you go along. Sometimes the plans may change, but we want to try to keep the plans steady as possible. So if you look at this perforated line right here, it'll let you know where I am supposed to be at, according to the amount of money that we have in the account. I have a total of $103 of buying power. Now this is just cash that I just have in the account ready to spend, and then the other $105.01 are the money that we have invested, and this is what fluctuates all throughout the day. So I'm supposed to be around this perforated line right here, and at the beginning of the day, before the market bell rung at 9:30, I was hovering around 207. So I was down $2.81 just on the fluctuation of the market. But around 11 o'clock, that started to change. Started to go up, started to go up, got all the way up to about 211. And then by the time the market ended today, I was back down to around 208. So it's going to fluctuate based off of the investments that these particular companies are receiving by investors. And what I noticed today is that financials were up. This is a financial account. This is a financial account. And also energy was up. Um, One energy account that I have, the CEI, it was not up. It kind of stayed going sideways. But the REML was up, and the NRGU was up. Now the plan that I want to have for July the 17th is to buy it's a toss between Gush and UCO, and I'll show you why it's a toss. UCO it is an ETF, so it's a mixture of different type of oil accounts concerning the S&P 500, oil and gas, and it was going up a lot today. If we look at the fluctuation today, it's open was at $32.67. Its low today was at $31.95, but its high today was at $34.58. It's that's a pretty good gap. $2 and said 64 cents, 67 cent gap. So that's what got my attention today. So I have an interest in buying just a share of this stock, which is the Gush, or when we look at the UCO, it's another ETF. It's a ProShare Bloomberg Crude Oil ETF, and it was making similar movements going up around midday. And we look at it, it opened at $30.87. Its low today was $30.53, and its high today was $31.41. Now, I'll tell you why these two accounts got my attention. These two accounts have my attention because of their 52-week high. Yes, these are ETFs, but their 52-week high so the 52-week high for the ECO is $553 a share. And if we look at its 52-week low, this is the low that happened in the end of February, middle of March, like everyone else. We go back a year, we can see where the dip happened. So it was rocking, then it started to dip around January. The dip is expected around December or January because the price of crude oil was pretty much going down. But it hit its dip the hardest the middle of March, and then it just stayed low for March, April, May, and it's even low right now, being $30. Now, the price of crude oil, of course, has something to do with this ETF, and even at that point where it hit negative, where crude oil couldn't even be purchased because, of course, with the pandemic, no one is traveling as much as they were. But things are slowly starting to go back up. So I'm thinking, if I were to buy a share of this stock or a share of the Gush, when we look at the Gush, let's see where the Gush is for its 52-week high. So the 52-week high for the Gush is $2,000, $2,400, $2,412, and it took the same hit around the same time. If we look at the year to date, 52-week low being at $12.28. When we look at when it started going down, January, February, and then it hit the low when crude oil tanked because of the pandemic. Pandemic across seas hit. Of course, they were making advancements, being more aware before the United States were, but middle of March, boom. That's when it hit its low. So I'm thinking about either a share in this S&P oil and gas ETF or the Bloomberg ETF, or I'm thinking buy one this week and then make plans to buy another one next week. So that's just a strategy that I've been thinking of today, because when I was watching the indexes today, the index for today, S&P 500 was down all day, Dow Jones was down all day, and the NASDAQ was down all day. You know what wasn't down all day? Crude oil. Crude oil finally started to make a rise, and gold started to make a fall. Gold started out on a high and then ended up falling. And then after that, so we look at the market today. Gold started out high and then started to fall. But then when we look at the crude oil, it started out low and started to rise. And gold and oil balance each other out because they're natural resources, natural minerals, natural sources that come from the earth. So when gold goes down, oil goes up, and when oil goes down, gold goes up. It does happen sometimes, but it's rare when gold and oil are both up or gold and oil are both down. They normally balance each other out, but it does happen when they do that. So that's the plan I have for tomorrow's market, and I expect, since there's been a rally for the last couple of days on the index side of the game, that they're going to try to at least end the week on a high, even though today was all low in all indexes, all major indexes concerning the United States. So before I get out of here, I do want to remind you of the book of the week, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Great book, good history lesson. If you like history, you'll like it. Remember, slow money is still money. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a slowly build wealth, pass it on, and share it with your family type of plan. So take care of the ones that you love and love the ones that you take care of. Peace, and I'm out.